What is up, everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Just Jay the Podcast. I have a really times 100 release super dope guest on this couch. I am like the queen of giving people their flowers, and I have to give it to you because we're going to get into all the shit that we have to talk about. But you inspire me differently, especially as someone who's not from here. Like meeting all the people and connecting, you've probably been my favorite connection because no matter what, every time I see you, it's always love and you always invite me to something.
Come on.
So I'm like, that shit is lit. So, Mr. Scarfone, give us the introduction for the people that don't know you. Where are you from?
What's up? It's Angelo Scarfone. I'm from Rye, New York. Rye Rack. Let me stop.
I'm fucking weak. I'm getting started early. Yep, let's bring it out. I love it.
I'm the CEO and owner of the Polymaf Podcast Network, where I take a bunch of my friends who were interested in starting podcasts and pretty much make sure they got lit. Timmy says I say the same thing in every interview, so I'm trying to switch up the verbiage. But
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, period. So I guess we'll just get right into it. I want to know everything, like from the beginning. So what initially drew you to podcast production?
Podcast specifically, when I started doing work with Charlamagne, after I became his videographer, I was going to the Brilliant Idiots podcast and helping out with that, helping produce. And
what year was that?
This was 2017.
Okay.
Well, I quit my job in Costco 2019. So I'm glad you're laughing. That shit was a joke.
I'm dead. I didn't mean it like that. I just didn't expect you to say Costco.
Yeah, so I was in the bakery with a hairnet and an apron on.
And look where you are now.
For 3 years, yeah.
Period.
Yeah, so yeah, I was working with Charlamagne, helping with the podcasting, and I just learned, soaking all the information from just observing shit, how people are moving, how people are saving and organizing files and camera setups and all that type of shit.
Right. So you didn't start out with just podcasting.
I was a videographer.
Okay.
I was just doing camera work, recaps, and vlogs and stuff.
So how did Polymaf come about?
So Polymaf, it was just the name of my media company. A polymath is another term for a jack of all trades.
Right.
So I was doing music videos, weddings, graphic design, Polymath.
Right.
So it was just a media network, and then I just narrowed it down to just doing podcasts because I felt like I was just spreading myself so thin because I was just unorganized. I have to do a wedding this day, then I have to do a flyer for a mixtape, and I was just all over the place. So I just narrowed it down. So I mainly just do podcasting now.
I absolutely love the name Polymath.
Come on.
And the spelling of it, fucking genius. How did you, okay, so you said the jack of all trades thing. Was that something that you had that name already off rip when you first started, or was it something that you had to develop?
Yeah, it was, I forgot what the original name was, but it was something that had to do with like being half black and half white. And I ran it through a couple of people who were like, nah, bro, that's
not gonna work.
It was like blanc et deux. It's like something like black and white in French or something.
I'm dead.
And then I just Googled synonyms for jack of all trades because I was doing everything. And polymath was one of the words. It's spelled Polymath. And I just, for copyright purposes and razzle dazzle, just added an F at the end.
Fire. Now, you said that a lot of the podcasts that you have on your platform, you know those people? Like, how did you come about acquiring those podcasts?
Yeah, hold on, let me take my hoodie off. It's getting hot in here.
Go ahead. I know. See, damn. I'm about to get it. Got the questions ready. Let's do it. Yep. Okay, so you have Nothing's Normal.
Yep.
Real and Uncomfortable.
Yep.
Talk to Me. Face the Facts.
Yeah.
Don't Gotta Explain Myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Polymath, yeah. More to come, too.
Period. Are you... Okay, so we'll get back to that other question.
But yeah, if we're talking about like my relationships with the hosts on these podcasts, I'll go down the list. I started off with a whole different group of podcasts, and
really,
it's hard to stay consistent in this game, man.
Right.
So this new group I got, Real and Uncomfortable, E-Man. I've known him for years. He's a music producer, and I met him through shooting music videos. And 2 years ago, they actually were starting the podcast. They had Real and Uncomfortable under a different producer, and I guess they did like 2 episodes and it copped out, and then they reached out to me and see if I could revive it, and that's what I do.
Period. So, I love that.
I brought him back, and those are my guys. C-Tez, I've shot music videos for him. He raps. I don't know if he still does make music, but he definitely is a content creator and taking this podcasting seriously. And that's the bottom line, honestly. That's what I like, working with people that take it seriously. I used to be like, let me help get your podcast started.
Right.
But I kind of want to take people that are already doing it and just help them elevate a little bit more, because it's a little bit more easier and less frustrating.
Now, are you strictly sticking to Westchester podcasts?
No,
Is that
I produce
important to you?
podcasts. Talk to Me podcast. She lives in Maryland.
Really?
Face the Fact podcast. They live in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina.
What the fuck? Wow, I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah, don't
period.
gotta explain myself. He's in Connecticut. So I,
Mm.
I start off in Westchester, but whoever's hungry, let's
Right,
eat.
right. I love the different conversations and different like variations of podcasts that are on the network. I think that's cool as fuck
Yeah.
because it's not just like because you're a man, so it was like let me just get all the male podcasts that are talking about. No, it's so different, and I fuck with that. I think that's something that I wish in Long Island we had, but that's why I'm so inspired by you because it's like you're so dedicated to putting your people on and also making a name for Westchester at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's dope. So why is it so important for you to make sure Westchester talent is showcased and highlighted?
If I'm keeping it a buck,
Hmm.
I don't even think about it like that.
No?
I just want to help people that want to be helped.
Hmm.
And they just happen to be mostly from Westchester. I'm just doing shit that makes me happy. It doesn't have to do with Westchester. I could care less, to be
Right.
honest, about Westchester, to be honest. I just like to create.
Yeah.
I got nothing to do with Westchester, just where I'm from. If I was from Stanford, I'd be the best person in Stanford to do it, you
Right.
know? If I was
Right.
from Essex County, I'd be the best person from Essex County to do it. But I just happen to be from Westchester, and I'm a creator. And I don't have a car, so I'm standing in Westchester.
Right. Yo, I hate you.
So they lucked out and they got me to produce for them. I'm
So
out here in
I have
Westchester,
so
yeah.
many questions now because I thought they were all from Westchester, like Westchester-based podcasts. So like, how does that work? Like they record where they're from and then they send you the
Yeah, they send me files and I just get them right.
Fire.
Face the Fact podcast, I went to the Black Effect Festival 2 years ago.
Mhm.
And Courtney, who was one of the co-hosts, was just going around networking with everybody, getting
Mhm.
everybody's Instagram, as you should.
Right.
And I followed her, see that they were doing a podcasting. They were kind of struggling with clips and staying consistent. And I reached
Right.
out and I'm like, yo, you guys been doing it since I met you guys. This is like a year later.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me help you. And they're like, we'll do whatever.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, boom. I gave them my price, which is more, I'm mad affordable. I'm not anything professional or crazy. And I
Okay.
was like, I'll get you right for this. And they gave me they paid, and I just got them right, resurrected their podcast.
Yeah. I like when you talk about like the consistency is so hard because like me, like I record out of my house. So it's like
Mhm.
the motivation to get up and just go downstairs lacks sometimes. So like that's why I've been fucking with Poncho heavy because I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
it gives me a chance to get out of the house. I sit behind a camera. I meet so many different people that I wouldn't meet if I didn't cross the bridge.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the consistency is I'm realizing like I always knew that it was important, but also you go through real life shit. So it's like, damn, do I really want to sit on the podcast and talk about my heartbreak or the shit that I'm going through right now? So it's hard, but I feel like
That's why I don't do podcasts. That's why I'm a producer.
Yo, I feel you. Because it's like, damn, constantly having shit to talk about. There's always shit to talk about, but then it's like I like to produce a level of authenticity and like vulnerability on my show. So it's like, yeah, I get in my business sometimes, but I probably should like stop doing that. But anyway, what's the most challenging part of podcast production that people don't often talk about?
The tedious work, man. I
Mm.
listen to these clips over and over and over. You cut all the dead spots out, then you gotta go back and add the subtitles, and you gotta go back again, listen to it again, and color grade it.
Mm.
It's just all over and over for one clip. Imagine doing
Yeah.
like 6 clips an episode.
Yeah. See, that's also a thing for me too, because it's like I'm like one of those people where like I want to be in control of everything. So like I do all my shit myself and it's like, okay, I'll record the podcast, but then it's gonna sit in my fucking laptop for a while because I'm like, okay, I don't want to edit that shit. I don't want to have to do the fucking clips. So it's like I fuck with that you're like the back end part of it where it's
Mhm.
just like, no, I'll do it, but like it's still
It just be
tedious
the
work.
talent, yeah.
Right.
But I feel like though, and from your standpoint, I feel like you have I already said, you have a dope setup. You have mics in this whole like podcast studio at your house,
Yeah.
and a lot of people would die to have that. I wish I could have a podcast studio in my house,
Yeah.
So it gets to a certain point when you got to stop saying like I have to edit or I have to
Yes,
record,
yes,
and you
yes.
could say I
I
get
get
to
to.
edit.
Yep.
Come on, I get
fuck
to
with you, bro.
record.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
get to do this. It's a privilege to be
Yeah.
able to have this in my crib.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to be
Facts.
able to edit and have all the equipment to be able to do this.
That's so facts. You just got me together, period. Yep. Okay. That was good. So go back to talking about how you were working with Charlamagne. You've worked with a lot of people.
Yeah.
How was that experience working with him? Were you like nervous? Is that somebody that you've always wanted to work with?
Yeah, especially with Charlamagne, man.
Yeah.
I want to say he's the most communicative. It's like we're working with him, you just move on the fly with it.
Mhm.
You don't really talk. You just gotta be with the program and be on
Right.
the same page
Mhm.
because he's moving, talking to a whole bunch of different people. He's busy. I'm staying in touch with his assistant Paige at the time,
Mhm.
and we just gotta just move. I
Mhm.
don't know how to explain it. We just gotta move,
Mhm.
man. And
You got to
stay-
act like you've been here before.
Yeah,
type.
exactly. You can't
Mhm.
ask questions. And you can't do anything cringe or embarrassing. You just gotta move and do your job. Film.
Was that like an amazing learning experience for where you are now?
Yeah, I think that's
Mm.
what gave me most of my credibility to be like, all right, let's give him the keys, let's give him the reins. He's
Right.
been there, he's been at the top, so
Mhm.
he's got the knowledge. And it was a great experience being a fly on the wall in these podcast studios. I was in CNN. I was with Reverend Al Sharpton. I was been through a whole bunch.
How was that?
That was awesome. I was at Forbes. I was doing a whole bunch of shit.
Oh my God. You work with Kamala Harris too, right?
Yeah, I shot her
How
podcast.
was that shit?
This was 2016 before I think she was just running for vice president at the time or something. I forgot what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But it was dope,
I love her.
I was just hoping that the camera was recording because I was, hired to record the podcast, and I was just like, I just hope this works out. And this was when I was beginning.
Yeah.
I only owned a camera for like a year and a half, and they're like, you gotta do this, and this, because
Uh-huh.
I was just so hungry. Like I bought my camera, I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, gotta do it.
Let me just try to work with
jump right
Charlamagne.
in.
And he was like, all right, here you go. I was like, oh shit.
God damn
I
it.
just bought this camera.
Right. Yo, that's
I literally
mad
had
funny.
an old Canon. I'm just in there in these big ass rooms with a kit lens. I had just bought this camera from Costco, and I'm at
See, sometimes you just got to get in and do it.
You gotta act like you've been there.
Right, exactly. Learn the lessons, act like, hey,
Yeah.
I've done that before. It's okay. I'll bounce back.
And that's the best experience. Like,
Exactly.
I know, like people like get the college degree and
Mhm.
build a resume and shit. I never had to send anybody my resume.
Mhm.
They know what it is. I just talk to the
Mhm.
people directly who I need to
Mhm.
talk to.
And see, experiences like that can discourage people because it's like, oh shit, like you have to start somewhere
Mm-hmm.
in order for you to actually progress. So that's fire. Can you share a turning point or a defining moment in your career that truly reassured you that you were on the right path?
On the right
My
path.
questions get deep. Okay, let me know if it's too deep. I can keep it fucking general. But I just really have so much that I want to know and understand.
Am
from a
I on the right
podcast
path?
standpoint. I would say so. Why are you doubting it?
Mm. I'm trying to figure out because I'm on the right path. I don't even know what the destination is, to be honest. I'm just still building.
So what?
But I definitely feel like I'm on the right path just because I used to beg. I used to have to beg to be on podcasts.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting invited now. I haven't clocked into a job in years.
Period.
So I'm paying my bills off of creativity and doing what I do.
Right.
And
That's beautiful.
I guess that answers your question. I'm
Right.
able
It
to
sure
support
does.
myself. I'm able to support myself without working for the man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, my next segment is about your live show that
Let's do it.
I just went to. It was March 21st at Yonkers Brewery. So tell me about that process. I know that I watched a clip the other day and you said that you had done a live show before for Bully and the Beast, but not for your own.
My own brand.
How was that?
It was dope. One thing I knew that I had to do was be organized, have
Right.
everything written down. So I had shot a panel for iHeartRadio
Mm-hmm.
about a week before, and they had by the DJ booth they had a run of show
Mm-hmm.
on printed out on an Excel sheet of paper.
Mhm.
I took that whole shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's a busy man. I don't give a
It's
fuck.
DJ Sus One.
Pick up the fucking phone. I don't give a fuck.
What's up, guys? The cameras are in.
I made it, everybody.
Bro, that's why they cost so much money, because they're little and light and not bulky and heavy. Yep, and the batteries. Let me know when you want me to pull up. All right. Yeah, I can answer you right now. Yo, I don't know I never even seen that website before, yo. Yeah, so I don't even know if anybody knows how to. I definitely don't know. But yo, I'm kind of recording a
This is so
podcast right
dope.
now. Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Y'all can't say hi, damn.
Hi. Oh my God, this is fire. Oh, hi. Here I am. No, it's not a break. It's
DJ Sus One. But yeah, what up, little baby? But all right, yo, I'll holla at you.
I love it. I love it. I'm
My
here
bad.
for the.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Man, please. You can do whatever the fuck you want over here. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, what were we even talking about? Oh
Live
yeah, the
show.
live show. What were your takeaway? Wait, no. What was the question I just fucking asked?
The process.
Oh
maybe?
yeah, the process. Like, was it something that you've always wanted to do? Do
Mm.
your own live show?
Bro, between you and I and the audience,
Right.
bro, how are you supposed to make money doing podcasting?
True.
This is how you make the money.
Yeah.
You do your thing behind the scenes. You record. You
Mhm.
build up your hype,
Mm-hmm.
and let's give the people a show.
Because you promoted that show months in advance. We shot that first episode way before
And I was
the
trying
show.
to do it before that.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally. But I was like, and then when you mentioned it, I was like, oh, I'm fucking going to that. What the fuck? I have to be in it. It was fire. Like, from my perspective as a podcaster who like enjoys shit like that, like, and I was in like a creative slump, you fucking lose motivation to do your dream, but you want to do it. Being in that room with everybody that was like on the same wavelength as me, that like just has a common ground of love for podcasting, I was like, bitch, get on that fucking couch, get your shit together, and let's fucking do it. And then that's when I was like, I have to have him on the show. I have to, because like, look at the fucking push you gave me to fucking do it. So shout out to you. That shit was dope as fuck. And I hope you feel that.
Yeah, it was dope. I documented the whole process of me organizing it, talking to AJ, who runs the events at Yonkers Brewery. I documented everything and vlogged it. It's all on YouTube, the whole process. Fire. So I'm not holding anything back. I'm not gatekeeping.
Right.
I keep the prices in there, how much he charged me. It's all in there. So if you want to do your own event shit, go check out my YouTube channel and watch the vlogs.
Period. What's your YouTube channel called?
The Polymaf Network
shit, that's right.
YouTube channel.
Oh shit, that's right. You're right. Yep, you're right. Never fucking mind. What were some of the highlights of the event for you?
Oh man, crowd participation.
Yeah.
Real and Uncomfortable really did their thing, man, and it was fucked up because
flags,
I kept with the flag, red flag, green flag, and it was messed up because I kept texting them like, yo, y'all better have something prepared.
Right.
And they kept leaving me on red.
Surprise.
And I was like, don't have me looking dumb out there. What do you guys have? I need some crowd participation.
Yeah.
And the day of, he's like, oh, we're good, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
That was fire. I thought that was so fire, and like just the way they went about it, like it wasn't like. It just felt like a conversation that they were having with the crowd, where it was like, okay, it was fire. It was fucking fire. It was everything. Did everything go according to your plans?
Except for the cue cards that didn't come through.
Oh, that's right.
Pretty much. Nobody really, there was no fights. Nobody got too drunk at the open bar.
Yeah.
Except my boy Jay, but he chilled out. I pulled him to the side.
Weak. Yo,
but I couldn't ask for a better show. I did it. I low key did do it by myself, but I definitely had help.
I was just about to ask you that. You did everything by yourself, technically, low key.
Technically, nobody sent any emails for me, and nobody, everything came out of my pocket. Nobody really I paid for all the ads and shit.
Wow.
So nobody else chipped in.
This is a fucking businessman. Do you hear me? Do you fucking hear me? Oh my God. And the reel that I posted of you, everybody loved it. They were like, that shit is fire. I was like,
she was like, look at this businessman.
Like, bro,
please.
I was like, bro, I have to fucking get all the content. Then the video of me buying the fucking merch, I was like, first of all, I didn't even see you. I didn't even see you around. Then when I walked away from the table, you were like mad far. I'm like, how did he fucking take the video and run?
Moved like a shark, man.
I was like, what the fuck? I loved it though. It was great. Yeah. How did you feel when it was over?
Like, man, I stayed until like 1 a.m. I sat and I soaked it all in, like, bro.
As you should.
Wrapped up my equipment. Nobody wanted to help me clean up, and
right.
And I just stayed and just made sure I didn't owe anybody any money afterwards. I was all paid up, and it was
turnout was fire.
I just got to go home and start creating the content and cutting the clips from it.
Yeah, the turnout was fire. Yeah. Like that shit was packed. Like
it was.
It was, and then the open bar. I didn't drink as much as I thought I was going to, which was good. But I just thought like the open bar was crazy. That was
just a selling point to get people to come in, because people who's gonna come and see a regular podcast, let's give them
a little something. Yeah, facts. And then the merch was fire too. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even say anything about.
Come on, she's repping it. She's repping it.
Oh my God. Yeah, I came straight from work and I literally changed in the car because I was like, I have to wear this shirt. Like it has to happen. But yeah, I brought this from the fucking
live show.
Yeah. I was like, I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. Put it all. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Loved it. Fabulous. What do you see for the future of your network?
We're gonna try to definitely in the immediate future, sell merch on the website, so that's now more than available only at live shows. You can order it online and get it to you whenever you want.
Yeah.
Polymath Studios, the shirt you're wearing, it's gonna open up soon.
Can you show the back of your hoodie?
Yeah.
That's why I bought this shirt, because I was like, I fucking love that.
Yeah, I made this.
Every voice holds power.
It does.
It says it on the back of my shirt too, but I'm not gonna get up and show y'all. But I love that. I love that. That shit is fire.
You'd be surprised, man, when you keep posting and shit, man. Your shit resonates with people.
Yeah, like your fucking, I don't know what it's called. Forgive me, but
walk and talks,
bro. I love those shits.
Yeah.
I think those are so fire because it's like. Everybody, like you're just random. It's just random conversations. Like it's not even like, because I get like sometimes I guess the lights, the cameras, the mics can be intimidating. So like just walking down the street and having real conversation, I'm like that idea is fucking genius. Like what the hell? And then it's like you have so many different people. Like the guy with the accent that you just posted. I
Yeah,
was
or
like,
Maine.
whoa now. Like it's just, I love it. I fuck with it.
I got
How
some
do
shit
you?
coming up. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
What are you gonna ask?
how do you find your people that you just
They're all
wanna?
people I know. Like
Really?
Maine. Well, not people I know. It's all people I'm either a fan of, have a
Mm-hmm.
connection to, that I genuinely want to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, Maine. Back when I first started, before I was working with Charlamagne, I listened to his podcast when I was mopping floors at Costco,
Mm-hmm.
and I would listen to the podcast. And Maine basically was waiting outside the radio station and ran into Charlamagne, and Charlamagne was like, "Oh, come up to the podcast real quick." And he was on the podcast. I was listening to the episode, and Charlamagne was like, "Oh yeah, we just brought this random guy up that was listening, that was asking to be part of the show." And he brought him up. So I was like, "Oh, it's possible. Is that easy?"
Right.
That's what put the bug in my ear to work for Charlamagne.
Right.
Like, oh, all I have to do is pull up, and he'll let me go up, and that's what
And
happened.
give you a chance. Yeah.
So I interviewed Maine because it was because of him.
Mhm.
Gave me the idea to work with Charlamagne. So
That
it
is
was
so far. See, it's all about who you know.
Yeah. And
That's fire.
and just reach out.
Mhm.
Closed mouths don't get fed, and scared money don't make no money.
Looking back from where you started to where you are now, how does this feel? Or has it not hit you yet because you feel like, it's just okay, I did a live show.
It's dope. It's dope, getting the love, but I gotta have the dollars equate now.
Right.
People think I'm like, oh, he's probably making bread. Like, I'm kind of still breaking even.
Right. The bills are getting paid.
I haven't gone on a vacation in years.
Right.
I'm just still working, because the part of the easiest, the best, or I should say, the main reason why my podcast stay consistent, because I don't charge through the roof. I charge enough just so I could keep the lights on.
Right.
And they can stay consistent. Because
Right.
if I'm charging hundreds of dollars per episode, I'm gonna do an episode a month, and we're not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah.
So I kind of take a pay cut in the production side, but that's why I do things like live shows and sell merch, so I can make that back up.
Right. How has podcasting evolved since you started, and where do you see it going in the next 5 to 10 years?
When I first started doing podcasts, nobody really knew what cameras to use or what mics to use. Everybody was using like Blue Yeti mics and USB mics, and everybody was using the DSLR cameras that would shut off every 30 minutes.
Right.
So technology has become more affordable and more accessible. Like we could get switchers and soundboards like it's nothing now. Like companies are making podcasts or making equipment solely
Accessible.
for it's accessible and solely for beginners in podcasting. Like you can get a whole kit now for like $1,000, mics, cameras, and everything. Get you right. So
that was gonna be my next question too. It was like, how do you think emerging technologies like AI or interactive podcasts will shape the future of podcasting?
when it comes to AI,
How do you feel about it?
now I hate it because as a content creator and doing it the old fashioned way, I just feel like it's a lazy as fuck.
Right.
Like I could tell when you cut clips on AI using like Opus Clip or whatever, CapCut, and I just know that there's no soul in that clip. It's just whatever the bot feels like
Right.
cutting. And I don't even know how it determines what to cut, but for example, when I cut my clips, I listen for what makes me laugh, bro. And I know if it makes me laugh and I think it's engaging and it will resonate with me, if I cut that clip, I know it's going to resonate with the audience. And I put extra soul and sound effects and graphics and it's shit that AI can't do.
Yeah.
And AI won't do.
Yeah, I feel you because, like I told you before, like I'm used to doing everything by myself. Like I would literally sit and watch the episode. What clips do I want? So I just got introduced to the Opus clip shit, and I'm like, it's convenient if you want to just put a clip up real quick and like make it do what it do. But it's just like I be watching some of those clips that they produces, and I'm like, it's not even the gist of the conversation. Like that's not even the focal point of like what else. You know what I mean? So it's just like
it's
can
pollution
you?
to the page.
Yeah.
It's pollution.
Yep.
And that's
like
why
you said, I have the same question. How does it even know what
I have
talking
no
points
idea,
to?
and I'm refused to find out. I tried. I said, "What is the Opus shit about?" I'm like,
Right.
"Nah, bro.
Right.
I'm good."
Yeah. You like doing it yourself, all organic.
Yeah, that's what makes Polymath Polymath. That's what makes these podcasts stand out because every clip is going to mean something.
Right.
Every clip has attention to detail to it. It's not just something ran through a machine.
I love that. What role do you think podcast producers play in the success of a show compared to the hosts or the guests?
It depends, man. Honestly, like when I work with Charlamagne and Andrew Schultz with they're hands-on behind the scenes too. Like a lot of podcast people, they come up with excuses like, "Oh, I don't know how to work Instagram. I don't know how to post and shit." Well, you're gonna fucking fail.
Yeah.
You have to be the producer has to be able to be a host, and the host has to be able to be a producer, and vice versa. You have to eventually be able to do everything.
Right. I agree.
Because you're gonna get either scammed, ripped off, or you're not gonna be able to reach your best potential as a podcaster if you're not taking both sides.
I agree. I definitely I've been doing this for 3 years, so like it's been just a constant like progression of learning, and like my communication skill has just gotten better and better. But like as I started off, I did everything myself. So like I know how I want it to look and what it should look like. So now I'm at a point where I can delegate, okay, Pancho, come record this shit for me so I don't gotta do it myself. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like I'm at a point where it's like I know everything that I want it to look like, so I can allow other people to step in and take some of the shit off my plate. So I agree with you when you say you have to learn everything. Like you have to know exactly all the components that go into your show.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think that solo hosts like myself, it's harder to maintain consistency for a show as opposed to me having a co-host? Or just the
No.
natural flow of
I
an episode?
might feel like it's the opposite, to be honest. Depending on what your co-host is, because you don't got an excuse to not do it. Like, oh, my co-host isn't coming today, so I can't do an episode. So it's, if you could do solo episodes, that's easier for you. You got to only worry about your own schedule.
That's literally the biggest question I get. Like, how do you do it by yourself? Like, what do you talk about? I'm like, dude, I talk about any fucking thing. I can sit on this couch and talk about what the fuck I ate for dinner today or last night. Like, it doesn't matter. But like, I feel like I would enjoy like this conversation. Yes, I enjoy having guests because the dialogue is just great. But like, what if you didn't show up? Or what if like my co-host, you know what I mean? Like I don't like being dependent on another person, especially for my creativity.
You have to find somebody as hungry as you.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my God, this is great. What's been your biggest? No, wait. I gotta go back to my best question. What's been your proudest moment as a pod producer so far?
Just getting all these podcasting hosts to trust me. It's like, wow, I appreciate you guys promoting
trust me with your art.
Yeah, trust me with my passion. You know, this is what I do, and they just put the ball in the court and they let me slam dunk it. I'm gonna do a live show for you guys. They've never been on stage before.
Oh yeah.
They never did anything like this before, and they trusted me and they did it and they killed it.
Yeah.
So I'm extremely proud of that, and I'm proud of them.
And like you would never, being as somebody that was in the audience, you would never know that was everybody's first time doing that.
Unreal.
Like literally never.
My first time putting together a show.
Couldn't fucking tell. Yeah. Couldn't tell it. I'm like, this motherfucker's done this every fucking week. Like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? Your first one?
Everything was done the day before. We did a dry rehearsal.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, no, it was just me.
Oh, really?
And everybody came. Like Spanx came at 7:30. But like I pictured in my head, and I just texted everybody what to do. I mean, all they really had to do was go on stage. But like from the DJs to the screens, I had everybody in separate text messages on the same page.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's really fucking dope. How do you stay inspired and avoid burnout in a creative, demanding industry?
I do a whole bunch of different things.
I was gonna say you produce a lot of content.
Yeah, so I don't really get burnt out because I'm a creator and I love the instant gratification of like posting clips and getting love and comments and stuff. So like if I'm tired of doing podcasts, I'll cut some walk and talk clips.
Right.
If I'm tired of that, I'll do anything. I got mash that I can edit. I'll start creating some of my new ideas, or I just start doing cover arts for this podcast, or just upload some audio.
That's fire. That's fire. I think that's probably why I like
design some merch. I'll do anything.
Yeah. See, bro? Fucking businessman. Did you see my reel, bro? This is literally who I was fucking talking about. Have you ever like worked with a podcast you didn't like? Or didn't align with who you are? I shouldn't say didn't like. Is that a messy question?
Yeah, it's a messy question. No, it was drama, and if I talk about the podcast, I've got to face the repercussions because people got no filters. I don't feel like having my business aired out again, so I'm good. But yeah, you know, I learned over the years that you just can't work with everybody, though.
Right. Yeah.
You have to be select. You have to be selective where you put your energy.
I feel you. I feel like that's something that I'm learning right now, like because I'm just a hungry podcaster, so I'm taking opportunities that like. In hindsight, is that really aligned with who you are and how you want to be creative? No. But I mean, I'm taking opportunities and I'm meeting all these different people. So it's like pros and cons, you know?
Yeah.
But I definitely agree where it's like you got to pick and choose where you put your energy, because it's like once I've removed myself from certain opportunities, it's just like, yeah, that wasn't really where I was supposed to be, but I got a lot from it.
You gotta go to the bathroom?
What?
Because you said it. It's not where I'm supposed to be.
No, it's not where I'm supposed to be. I meant, oh my God, not to go to the bathroom.
Slip.
Sorry. Advice for podcasters trying to grow their following and platform.
Quit. There's enough of us. No.
You're fucking stupid.
Stay consistent and stay in people's face, man. Instagram and TikTok, they're posting apps. So post as much as possible. I post 3-4 times a day, and people don't want to do that because they feel like they're spamming the you know, the timeline, but people only see like 1 or 2 of my posts.
Yeah.
You know, you can post as much as you want, and the algorithm's gonna throw whatever where it feels it's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
the
feel you.
main key. Just post, man. Post, and post some good quality shit. Nothing blurry, and make sure the captions are right, and
Yeah.
put your
Okay.
best work out. Yeah.
How do you help a podcast find its tone or voice, especially when starting from scratch?
I mean, that's not my job. That's your job. That's what you gotta. If you're a podcaster, you gotta come up with your plan, and I help and enhance that plan. Like, what would you say your podcast is about?
I always say, like, it's such a fucking generic statement. I need to figure it out. But
Let's
I
do
would
it.
definitely say, like, this started out as just like a therapeutic outlet for myself. And then it became something bigger because people started tuning in. So I'm just like, okay, I talk about like my journey through womanhood and like finding myself, falling in love with myself, my journey through school because I just got my master's. So like all of that, I incorporate everything a part of me finding my journey through womanhood. That's really all I talk about.
And it's as simple as that. You
Yeah.
know, it's basically I forgot what words you used to ask the question, but basically it's just talking about shit that you care about.
Yeah.
And that's what anybody's podcast is about. You know, I used to produce a podcast called Trust the System. A bunch of sports bettors that spend hundreds of dollars on sports on FanDuel, and they made it into a podcast and just gave out weekly picks. And I feel like the key to a successful podcast is find your passion and talk about your passion and talk about shit that you're actually interested about.
Okay. What's something you've learned about human nature or society through your work in podcasting?
That's a good question.
Thanks, I try.
Because I realized a lot about people, business wise too. You know, I learned how to move better as a businessman. You know, I respectfully have to run down from my money. And so you gotta come up with different approaches to, hey man, I just want to send a friendly reminder and how to ask for it respectfully without getting ducked on, without getting avoided. So, you know, you gotta, as a businessman and as like a CEO to people that are, I guess, were still my peers, my same age as me, and I'm kind of like their boss. You gotta just still remain, what is humility? Humble. That's the word. It's hot as fuck in here.
I know,
boy.
it's getting. I'm sweating too. I'm like, is it just me? Let me not say nothing. I don't want to make it
be
seem like I'm
humble. Be humble and be responsible and respectful. You know, because I feel like people in my position could get carried away, and let that go to your head. And I try to be the opposite and try to be humble. Give them the power, and it's kind of keep it 50-50. But
I feel you. I like that because I was honestly kind of nervous to ask you to be on the pod. I was like, he's gonna be fucking say no. He's gonna be booked and busy.
I love content. I need it all.
I feel you. Me too. Yeah. Especially like I told you, like I've been in a slump for so long that it's just like this.
I seen your post. You said I was trying to help other niggas out and they didn't deserve it, and I'm out of here.
That part, that fucking part. Like literally, I'm taking all my energy back. Like I want it strictly just for me because like my fucking podcast has suffered from it because I've just been trying to put my energy elsewhere and help other people, and it's just like no, like I forgot. And even going into all the other opportunities I was doing, that was my main thing. Don't let Just Jay fall behind, and it did. So I'm like, no, now I'm taking it all back. I can't do nothing. Don't ask me to fucking be no. So I feel you. But yeah, that's all my questions. But we could just.
What's happening in the news? Come on, this is like that was like 20 minutes.
No, it fucking wasn't. How do you feel about the climate of the world right now?
Man, I don't know, man. I don't go grocery shopping, so I don't know how much eggs cost anymore. I don't know. Like, I don't vote.
You don't vote? Can we talk about that? Why?
I mean, I agree with both sides to a certain extent.
Okay.
You know,
you were about to say it doesn't matter?
It does matter to certain people, I guess, but to me, it don't.
Why?
I mean, honestly, I don't own anything. Like, I'm just a lot of shit don't
apply to you.
Apply to me, and my life is good. I feel like my life is gonna be the same regardless who wins elections and such.
A lot of people have that viewpoint, but me, I'm just like, I'm a criminal justice major also. Right. So
what do you do though? You're a lawyer?
No, I wish. I want to be a judge though.
Okay.
I want to be a Supreme Court judge to be exact. But right now I'm just like I just actually got a new job. It's like a big girl job. So like I'm like
career?
Yes. So I'm just like getting my feet wet right now. But I basically like work with troubled youth and like mentor them in this, and like I'm supposed to be building the bridge between the youth, their school districts, and the community. So, and I work with some of like the toughest.
What is like a program?
Yeah.
I feel like I shot something like that in Charlamagne in Harlem,
Mm.
and he just came in and talked to a bunch of kids like that.
Mhm.
I don't know what they call them, at-risk kids or whatever, but
Yes, yeah, that's the term.
and yeah, and they were pressing him. Like,
Mhm.
yo, why are you and MVP fighting like that and talking all that gay shit on the mic? I was like, I didn't know we here for this. Yo, you gonna be mad gay on the mic.
Little kids are lethal,
Yeah.
bro. They say whatever the fuck they want to say. I love it though because it's like, wow, you're very honest. But
Word.
thank you.
It was
Yeah,
like a
I
movie.
forgot to do my hair today. Thank
I
you.
was terrified.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope. Good for you though.
Yeah, thank you. But I'm doing that, but then I'm also like, I'm so excited for that because I feel like it's giving me, not only is it giving me more income, but it's giving me also more connections to add to this. So like, this is really just my passion project right now. But like, I would like for it to be something that I can just, do full time or full time with my career, I guess.
Yeah,
I want to do everything.
you could use this. Definitely stay consistent and figure out how to use podcasting as an extra stream of income.
Yeah.
You just gotta stay consistent and build that bitch up.
Mm-hmm. So I should be posting multiple times a day, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and not just on your podcast page. Post that shit on your main page. I don't know. That's what I do. My main page is a content page.
Right. So now I break my podcast seasons up. Like,
yeah, I never understood that. Why? Because every time you give up, you come back at the next season.
No, because I was in school when I started, so I was just like, okay, I'm fucking doing schoolwork. I'm going to work. I'm fucking podcasting. Like, I need a second to fucking gather my thoughts and like stack up on content. So I was really trying to ask you, like, because now that I'm like, okay, I'm at season 8 now. So it's just like, collectively, should I just do away with the seasons or just do episode numbers?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I don't like seasons because what determines the end of a season?
Once I get to 10 episodes,
That's 10.
I determine.
That's kind of crazy.
It's crazy?
Because at the end of the year, if you do 10 episodes, if you do a weekly episode, you'll be at season. What?
Yeah.
It's like 50 or something. Something stupid.
But then, like, I've been doing it for so long. How do I just?
You
stop?
You just switch.
You
just count the episodes, the numbers, and just whatever the episode is, 138, and you're at 138, 149. I think Joe Rogan is like at 1,158.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
I love that because I was like, I guess it was something that I did for myself just to try to be different.
And honestly, to be honest, I don't even like putting the episode numbers anymore on the podcast because it also dates it.
Right.
And after a certain date, people aren't even gonna check it out anymore. So I just go, when I title shit, I just talk about what we talk about, and hopefully the algorithm picks it up.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. I'm glad.
If anything, I'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
Just so people can know what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I would just copy what other podcasts do, and they're always changing shit. They're always changing their model of how they use their SEO, like on YouTube and in audio subscriptions. They always changing how they format it. Because those, like the big podcasts, they got experts working behind the scenes. They make millions of dollars in advertising and shit. So like $1 million worth of game and
I love that show.
Yeah, like how they structure their shit. They got like real nerds doing their shit for them. So you got to pay attention and literally copy it.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite podcasts besides the ones you produce?
I don't even listen to podcasts anymore because I edit my own so much.
Oh yeah.
But if I was to listen to some podcasts, like when I was working at Costco, I was listening to Brilliant Idiots. Kill Tony. I watched Kill Tony on YouTube. that nigga is hilarious. I was listening to a podcast. I don't know if they still do it. Dang, I forgot what it was called. Oh, In the Conversation with a Damian Lemon. I don't know if you remember Damian Lemon. He was one of the dudes on Guy Code.
Oh yes.
Funny as hell. And I just like the way he talks. Man, he reminded me of Tracy Morgan. And I was listening to that, and yeah, that's about it. And then I was listening to some Gary Vee podcasts, but then he became corny to me.
I'm dead.
So
it happens. It happens. You just fucking be like, okay, I'm over this show.
And then I quit my job. So
my favorite probably like, oh my god, I would definitely say All the Smoke. I love that one.
Yeah,
that shit is funny.
They're on the Black Effect Network. Word.
Oh my god, that shit is so funny. Club Shay Shay, but like Club Shay Shay has its pros and cons. A lot of people don't really like his interview style.
I feel like his is more visual than you have to watch it then listen to it.
Yeah,
it's very animated.
I agree, and I feel like not that it's such a fine line because I've heard this from so many people where it lacks kind of like the personal.
You think so? Because I feel like I know like his questions get down and deep though.
Yeah, but then I feel like some of I watched
it's
also
an interview, not really a podcast. It's an interview.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And then I've watched Don't Call Me White Girl. She's fucking funny as hell. Oh my god. she hates Club Shay Shay because she's just like it's not like what we're doing here. Like it's not a conversation. I feel like it's just drilling questions at people. And then she also made the point of like she doesn't feel like a lot of his questions are like research based. It's some fucking assistant that put questions on a card. And
he just says shit they see. So he like, so what about this post right here? He'll
You
talk about shit he just seen.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's very what they call clip farming.
Yes.
He does it just to get clips for Instagram. It feels like it's not. He doesn't give. Yeah, you're right. It's not.
I really enjoyed his episode with Keke Palmer though. I feel like I feel like it's Keke Palmer. She's so herself all the time, so it's so easy for her to just sit on a fucking podcast and just like talk.
Yeah, it's become like a promotion run now. Like there's no reason why Andrew Schultz was on there. Like, Shannon Sharp don't give a fuck about Andrew Schultz, bro.
I'm trying to think, what else do I like? Angie Martinez in real life. I like that one. I think she's fire.
Shout out to Angie.
Literally. Have you ever worked with Angie?
Yeah.
Really?
I shoot her summer barbecue every year.
What?
Yeah, I'm the main guy that shoots her recap.
God, bro. What the fuck?
Pull up, bro. It's only $25. I was trying to get you into the.
Oh my God, yeah, please. Put me on. See, this is why I needed you on the couch. Where have you been all my life? Thank God. Do you have any questions for me?
What do you like about Long Island the most?
What do you mean?
What's there to do out there?
Why is this everybody's fucking question? There's a lot. Well, I won't say there's a lot.
How far away do you live from Elmont? That's all I know.
Like 30 minutes.
Oh, deeper in it? Damn.
Yeah.
Like Farmingdale?
Like 15 from there. Yeah.
That's OD.
It is.
That's in the woods, isn't it? Or something
no,
like that?
it's not in the woods.
Oh.
It's deep for you because you don't fucking live there.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yo, what is there to do over there? I mean,
there's a petting zoo, I think, over there or something.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, that's the last time I went to Long Island. I went there for a petting zoo. I was in the mood to go to a petting zoo, and that's where it was.
I mean, Long Island is like, I don't know. I don't know. Because there's actually not a lot of shit to do. You kind of have to come towards this way or like Queens or Brooklyn to go out and do something funny or fun. But I mean, I fuck with it just because it's like, it's super suburban. Like we're literally all in our houses, just living our lives.
Mad white people or?
Hell yeah. Where I live now, yeah, it's definitely hell. Like it's like me, my black ass family, and then like there's like the Spanish family on the end of the corner. So yeah, it's very different. But like where I grew up and went to high school, like it was kind of diverse. But where we moved to, yeah, it's not.
That's crazy. Yeah, I got a couple of friends that live in Long Island. It's just I feel like it's out the way. So is Westchester too, though.
Hell yeah.
Long Island to Westchester's OD,
bro. But I'm trying to chase my dreams, bro.
You got to,
so I fucking be doing it.
I've heard.
I was literally here last night.
You were here last night?
I was here last night because I was supposed to fucking record, but somebody bailed on me. And Pancho was like, why
didn't
you?
Hit me up.
Oh my God.
You know I live right here.
Oh my, Pancho was like, yo, you know he lives right here. Like, I'm sure he would come, but I didn't have my shirt.
Okay. I would have brought you one.
Oh,
my shirts.
Fucking kill me, bro. I was just like, nah.
Whenever you're out here, hit me up.
But
we'll do
like,
something.
Okay.
We'll do a walk and talk. We'll just create something. Hit me up next. If you ever
know
get
I want to be.
I live
here. I want to be on the walk and talk so bad. I said that to you weeks ago. You know I do. Please don't fucking.
We should do it in Long Island.
We could do it in Long Island, but then I'm like.
I mean, I feel like I like to do my walk and talks in places that's significant to the guest.
Oh.
So
okay.
even if you have something of significance that you would walk by, be like, oh look, she walking by there. That's dope, and get help get views and shit like that. Build for the content.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. I definitely fuck with that.
Yeah.
Bet. Okay. So you just do your walk and talks anywhere, like significant to the guest. Like I didn't. That's funny. That's
I mean,
not funny, but
it was. I did a couple in the winter and it was cold, so we did them like in the Oculus building in the city. Just try to do it indoors, like in the mall and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I try to meet people in their hometown, so it gives us something extra to talk about. Like, oh, this is where I used to play ball growing up, and I got into my first fight on this basketball court.
Oh.
We talk about that. Just helps bring up talking points.
Yeah, I'm fucking on that. So when you see me on the
Did
walk
you see her
talk,
face
bro,
when you said I'm fucking on that?
Bro, I told you I wanted to be on that weeks ago. I'm like, bro, this shit is so dope.
Yeah.
Like, what? And then you fucking telling me you can go to Long Island? Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go.
It's dope.
The
best thing about it is like I people reach out to me all the time, but it's literally up to me to choose. Like, I want to be interested in talking. Like, people like, oh, yo, bro, I'm an artist coming up. I'd love to be on your platform. I don't give a fuck about your music, bro. I'm not interested. I got nothing to talk about. We be just walking.
So I'm interesting to you? Okay, cool. Okay,
yeah,
bet.
Hell
okay,
yeah.
bet. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. What else?
Where do you see your podcast? This is the first episode on season 8. Season 8, man.
No.
Like I do a season every 10 episodes. That's crazy. I thought you were like every 32 episodes, like every month.
No, I was only doing it because I was in school, but now that I'm not in school, it doesn't make sense.
But 10 episodes, that's not, we wasn't doing it weekly though. So it was like, That's crazy talk, man.
Is it crazy talk?
Another season. Like, bro, slow down. Hold on. I just started this shit. Season 8 is so overwhelming.
You're right. Because like there are people that I talk to and they're like, wait, so they'll be way on fucking season 4 and they're like, I'm like, yeah, I'm on season 8. They're like, wait, what?
Yeah, nah, I think you
okay. See, this is why I needed the perspective because now I'm gonna fucking scrap that shit and it's over and you're not gonna fucking see it no more.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like even the season should be a year.
That's fucking long as hell.
But that's what podcasts do. That's what it is.
I guess.
If they do seasons.
I guess I was just using the excuse that I was in school and I needed a break to fucking
I know.
Make
I
it
know
make
how
sense.
It goes. I heard every excuse in the book. Or we're gonna take a break to rebrand. All right.
I'm dead. Come back the same. Nothing is
now
fucking
come
rebranded.
back actually.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna do away with that now that that makes a lot of sense. I mean,
You said season 8. I said, oh, you've been doing this. Season 8 is crazy.
I know.
No, but you got this.
I want this to be like I want my own network too, but I want it to be like, not to sound weird, but like
all girls,
Black girls, because I feel like we're so like far behind in like the podcast realm, like we don't really get a lot of love for real, like as we should. Because I watch a lot of like podcasts that are like Black women owned and they're like fire. Like we have a lot to say. Like our perspective is important, and I feel like we often overlooked because there's always another man that's saying something that everybody's gonna tune into what a man has to say. So for me, I'm like, well, it depends, but like that's really how I feel. So I feel like having a network that's solely like Black women doing it and like getting it out the mud and helping each other, that would be fire. But like it doesn't have to be just women.
You can do it. I feel like the best bet to do is just lead by example.
Yeah.
So you stay consistent, you show them how it's done, and people will automatically gravitate towards you. People ask me like, how'd you find your team, and how do you get everybody to how'd you find out your podcast to produce for? I didn't find them. They just found me, bro. Right. I just doing my own thing. They want to be a part of it.
Right.
So you do great things, and they're gonna be attracted to you.
Yeah. So
it's possible.
I gotta stay consistent. I gotta get back to it.
Let me know if you need help.
I fucking need help. This is what I'm telling you. Exactly. See? Oh my God, that was fucking great. Let's see. What else do I have to ask you about? Oh, you said you're a fucking Gemini.
Birthday's coming up June 1st.
June 1st. Wow. I mean, Geminis are cool. I guess. What are you? Oh, the coconut's in the fucking water. I'm like, what is he fucking?
I usually drink beers during podcasts. I'm trying to be on my CEO shit.
Oh, I was about to say, what's different about today? Why didn't you bring
I'm a CEO now.
Oh, period.
I'm not just a regular podcast host.
Period. I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're very humble though, so you don't give like, I'm a CEO. This is my
There was a time when I used to pop my shit, and then I got shut down. When I used to do stand-up comedy, I'm like, yo, I'm out here killing stages. And they're like, man, we can't even book this cocky ass. We don't even want him around. So I'm humble now, and it works out. And then I just let the work talk. And I'm just trying to, fuck I still want the recognition, but I'm really just trying to be on a more professional so I could make this money. Like there's real money out there, and I'm right at the ceiling of it, and I'm trying to break through so I can get the thousands, because I'm at hundreds right now. I could get something, but there's more, and I'm trying to tap into that realm.
Are you said, how many podcasts do you have on your shit?
5.
5. Are you trying to stay at 5, or are you open to however many?
I'm open to everything. The good thing about it is like people are like, aren't you gonna be overwhelmed? But
I was just gonna ask you that.
Every podcast holds their own weight to a certain extent. I cut clips for certain podcasts, like Nothing's Normal, but Real and Uncomfortable. They cut their own clips, so all I gotta do is record, put their shit, to put the title and shit, and they cut their own clips, upload it for them, put it on all streaming platforms, and they cut their own clips, and they're good. Fire. So that's done.
Right.
And mind you, this podcast shit, I could do it with my eyes closed.
Right.
So I'm doing all the podcasts from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'm done for the day with podcasts. And I'm creating my walk and talk shit now.
Right.
So
I was gonna say that's fucking. It sounds so hectic to somebody that's just like not a podcaster, but like because it's like damn 5 podcasts and you fucking 5 clips and it's just a lot.
I just go down. I have a whole checklist and I go down each checklist: thumbnail, audio, full episode, boom, next. Let's do the same thing. Cut 5 clips, boom, next, and we do it again next week.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. Buddy.
Yeah, I'm down. I see potential. You could be something.
Don't fucking gas me.
What you mean? All you got everything else, the bubbliness and all that stuff. Yeah. So all you gotta do is get the tech shit down.
Yeah.
I got you.
I fuck with you. Thank you for being on the show. I hope I give you your flowers enough.
I appreciate it, man. And it's only gonna get bigger and better.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to top this last show. I don't know,
bro.
I just have to do the same shit, to be honest.
Honestly.
And the dope thing is, I might just have some new shows.
Yeah.
That weren't on this last show.
Yeah. I mean, you got the turnout. Niggas will pull up for you, and you know
it's
that.
It's open bar, and I know me. I know how to promote something. I'm like, y'all feel I missed the
Facts.
last one. You're not gonna want to miss this one,
bro. When I tell you promoted that shit so early to the point where I was like, wait, what day? It's fucking February. What do you mean, bro?
I had to.
Fire. Was it sold out?
Nah.
Oh.
I sold 78 tickets. The capacity is 100. So.
Okay. Fucking damn near.
Yeah,
Almost.
yeah.
Like, wow. Okay. Yeah. Shut me the fuck up. Okay, great.
Nah, it was a great turnout. I literally promoted and I gave people FOMO and I just was like, I just had gassed it.
Yeah.
And had my other people gassed it. I had each podcast. That's the thing about as promoting a podcast show, it was easy because like each podcast host is a promoter.
Yeah.
They each did a video and helped me promote it. So I had a fan base from 10 different people.
Yeah.
Each podcast.
And even I was watching Spanx. I'm gonna have him on too because I was just like,
Yeah,
okay,
nice.
let me just, I networked a lot that night. I met so many fucking
That's
people.
what we were there for.
So many fucking people. I was like, oh my God, this is great. I'm in the right room. But his fucking promos for it, like the fucking video where he was walking out of the store and he was just like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. I was like, wow.
Nigga, that's me.
Oh, it was you?
I filmed the end of that.
No fucking way.
I did every job. It's my network.
Holy shit. Yeah, you're a jack of all trades.
It's all
sure.
me. Everything you see, every promo, everybody filming, that's me holding the camera.
Mm-hmm. And I love the video like after it.
All Spanx clips
like
is
the
me.
whole
You know
recap.
that, right?
Yeah, well, now I do.
Oh, what is that? Have it, Yo, Spanx, how are you this great editor?
I'm dead.
This guy is crazy. I had to beg him to pop out to film this shit.
Wow. Wow, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the fucking video of like with the it was like somebody with like a super deep voice where he was like talking about the
Jason, that was Jumpman Jay. That was on the panel.
Fire.
Yeah, I texted him. I was like, bro, I need a voiceover from you. He said, bro, I didn't even know I could do voiceovers.
Right.
I got the vision, bro.
Right. Shit, when I fucking did my voiceover, I was like, that was pretty fucking good. What the fuck? I was just talking. I was like, oh my God, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're goated. And I'm
trying.
so grateful to have you on the show. Because this is great. I'll definitely want to be on that fucking walk and talk shit, bro.
Yeah, gosh, you should be on the network. On the low.
Hey now. I didn't want to put you on the spot.
Nah,
but,
I'm down. Like I said, I feel like definitely need women on there.
Mm-hmm.
We right here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we could work with each other. You understand the process. You understand where I'm coming from. I understand where you're coming from, and
I'm so open to learning.
Yeah, and I feel like you can help me out in other ways too, on production side and stuff. So, and you in the law, so if I get sued, I know who to run to.
Everybody when I met Spanx, I told him like whatever. He was like, I'm not guilty. I was like, bro, oh my God. Everybody fucking says that. Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry. If you ever come into my courtroom, bro, case dismissed, bro. Get that nigga out of here.
Word. Pay your parking ticket.
Literally, fucking pay your shit, bro. I don't want to see you again.
Judge is crazy.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk though.
Yeah, let's get it started ASAP.
You look fucking tired.
No, I'm not. I'm chilling.
Okay.
No. It's just I'm dehydrated
it's
in here.
Fucking hot in here. Yeah, I don't know.
Chicken thing right
bro,
now.
he literally has us spinning on a fucking like a pig.
Anybody want dark meat? Damn. What the fuck going on?
Yo, this guy's fucking stupid. Shout out to fucking Angelo Scarfone, bro.
Yeah. Yo, another thing, bro. Why does your name have so many fucking A's? You have 8 A's in your name.
I didn't fucking make it. My dad did. But honestly, you know what I love about having 2 A's at the beginning of my name? I'm at the top of everybody's contact list in their phone.
OD.
That's my biggest. That's my biggest fucking flex. Don't hate Poncho. That's my biggest flex.
A. Man, I thought I was calling a tow truck company. Texted you.
Yo, I fucking love it. That's my fucking favorite thing about me.
Word.
I don't know. Shout out to my dad. Hey,
that's awesome.
Love you, boo. But yeah, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being on Just Jay. Like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I might have a new network, so
yeah, well, you about to see a lot of Jay.
Keep that. Oh shit! Don't fucking start. See, I told y'all 2025. Didn't I tell you? And bro, I shit you not. The episode I recorded last night, I was like, I promise you, the episode I'm recording tomorrow is gonna put me in a different bag.
Secure the bag alert. Now let's create. Come on.
Yo, look at God. Okay, period.
Yeah, we got you.
Say goodbye to my people.
Guys, make sure you check me out on Instagram, Angelo Scarfone. Also follow the podcast network on Instagram and YouTube at Polymaf Network. Follow all the podcasts. I got them in the bio. You know, Nothing's Normal, Face the Fact podcast, Don't Gotta Explain Myself, Real and Uncomfortable, and Talk to Me. I also produce a podcast called Bully and the Beast with Wax and L'Oreal, who does the morning show in Atlanta.
Fire. I
do walk and talks, daily vlogs. I have a series called $100 or Less, or I look for stylists to help me get right for $100 or less because I'm toe up from the flow up. So,
I'm fucking weak.
So if anybody's interested in creating some content, just hit me up. I'm down.
Oh my God, I love it. Thank you so much for being on the show. Polymaf Network, you might see me soon. I don't know. Bye.
dope.